Hi, my name is James Johnson. I'm the program manager for Wake Local Reentry Council. We're supported by Capital Area Workforce Development. We're here to talk about how to help family members accept returning citizens that are returning to their home. Um, we're in a country now that we have over 650,000 people incarcerated a year, and 95% of them are coming back. So we want them to have the best chance of a second chance. Statistics says that 95% of them are coming back. They're our families, they're our fathers, our daughters, our sons. So this video is to help those family members that are receiving their loved ones back into their homes.
My name is Edward Scott. I am a co-founder of an organization called Wounded Healers. I'm also a SWIT facilitator and also a SWIT supervisor. SWIT stands for Success While in Transition. It's a curriculum that I will let Mr. William Elmore break down to you guys a little bit more. I'm also a co-founder along with Malik and also Mr. Elmore called 58 Years of Survival. It's a podcast that we are starting up, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it if you tag into it. I did 28 years and 9 months of incarceration, and I will pass it on to Mr. Malik.
All right, my name is Kenneth Mee, and I'm the baby of the group when it comes to time. I did 3 years of incarceration. I'm also an owner and founder of a 501c3, Fair Chance Employment, which my company is help the justice involved get employment through trainings, through motivation, and with my peer support, I also peer them through this. This is a very important thing that we're doing. As he said, 58 Years of Survival is the name of it, and we won't only be doing podcasts. We're open for organizations to do roundtables, churches, employers, anybody that not needs that needs it. That's what it is, because there's a lot of reentries that's out here to help people, but we're here to give them the understanding of how to help people after incarceration.
And my name is Will Elmore. I'm an author of a book called Prison from the Inside Out. I'm co-owner of a second chance landscaping company called Community Based Landscapers, myself and Edward Scott. I'm also co-owner of an organization called Success While in Transition, SWIT for short, where we teach life skills and code switching to people transitioning from incarceration back into society. I'm a mediator. I'm a certified peer support specialist. And I'm also a returning citizen, someone that has served 25 years of incarceration on a natural life sentence. I'm a community involver. I'm a connector. I'm a friend to my brothers here. I'm a son to a mother that showed me undying support throughout my time of in prison. I'm a husband to a wife. I'm a brother to a sister. And I'm a neighbor to everybody. And through all these endeavors and more, we talk about how we can use all of our experiences to assist, support, and educate and inform everybody that returning citizens, as he mentioned, 650 per year, as returning citizens come back to get reintegrated in work spaces, home life, communities, et cetera, et cetera. And it's our pleasure to be here to discuss what we know, because we are the experts in the room.
When I came home, when I left, my son was 16. When I came home, my son was 19. I left a teenager and came home to a young man. So when he said the friction, we love each other. I love my son, he loved me, but because of who he became, he was the man of the house while I was gone. So I'm coming back in to assume my role as man of the house. I have to have understanding that a lot of decisions that was made with him and his mother, she looked for him, and he took on that responsibility. So it took a little time to for me and him to get that understanding. Your father is coming home to assume the role, not take the role. There's a difference. Working together to get back to where me and you as son and father understand that we're only working for the good of this stuff, so we have to communicate. You know what I'm saying? You can't walk in there and say, all right, daddy's home, I'm going to do my thing, and he's been gone. Because he's assumed the role, you know, through necessity and have to. So communication is one of the biggest keys, and like I said when I started out, patience and understanding and talking, communicate. If you don't communicate, you don't have nothing. You have to communicate with each other to get an understanding, because at the end of the day, both family members, whether it's wife, son, daughter, whatever, everybody wants good. Everybody wants it to work, but you got to know how to communicate to make it work.
One of the most quoted hip-hop lines by Jay-Z, allow me to reintroduce myself. Both parties have to be willing to say that, man. Let's reintroduce ourselves. My parents got divorced when I was 13. I ain't seen my father much since then. Went to prison at 22. Got out at 45. My father tried to reacclimate himself into my life from that point. So 13 to 45, what's that, 32 years absence? And he tried to come back into my life as if that never happened. And it was, imagine what it was. It was a clash. And I had to remind him firmly, like, I'm not a 13-year-old, man. I'm a grown man, and you don't know me. I didn't feel good saying that. I heard the hurt, and his silence let me know how that hit him. But I had to let him, man, back up, man. But here's what we can do. We could get to know each other, because I don't like a lot of the things I used to like when I was 13. Much of it was because you impressed it on me. I'm not interested in that. But he lived in Kansas City. I was in Durham, North Carolina. We went to see him, me and my sister. And it was like I was having fun getting to know him. Some things were the same. Most was different. I don't know how much fun he had in getting to know me, but that was his burden for not being in my life. Some people don't write. Some people too far away to visit. So what I say to the people who only see you when you get out is one has to be mindful enough to say, hey, let's stop wasting any more time trying to carry on where we left off. Years have passed, but we could start brand new and let that be a fun thing. Let it be a fun exercise. We're not the same. We shouldn't be anyway. When I go home where I'm from, man, I see some of the same guys doing some of the same thing, man, and it's sad because it makes me say, I knew I was going for 25 years, man. You still got that same sob story? Wow. So the reintroduction to everything that I deal with from day to day, I had to make my mindset receive it as a fun experience. Because if I didn't do that, I would neglect everything. Oh, I'm not into that. Well, really, I'm just ashamed or embarrassed that I've been out of the loop for so long. I can't change that. That's my reality. So I try to what you say, lemons into lemonade. I try to turn that into a plus for me. You know what I tell a guy when he gets out and he needs to go open a bank account and he been gone a while? I said, look, I'm gonna go with you in the bank, right? But here's what I want you to do. When you go in there, find the prettiest teller, the prettiest one, and go and say, hey, look, I just got out. I need some help. I need to try to figure out how to open a bank account. And you'll be surprised. 9 times out of 10, she's going to be surprised that you really told her that. And she's going to say, okay, well, I'm going to see how I can help you. And then you're going to feel like this is an experience. I'm learning something. When I show a guy that, he want to go everywhere. He want to go to Walmart. And I say, time out, man, you can't use that line everywhere, man. He want to keep saying it. But you got to kind of manipulate it to make it fun. I should do it like that all the time.
But with that said, but when I got married and I first moved in with my wife, because she already had the house already, and I first moved in with her, when I first got there, she was like, well, this is the remote control, the bathroom's right there, this is right here, this is right here, this is right here. And I just sat on the couch, right? She said, well, I told you this is here, this is here. I said, I just want to sit on this couch. You know what I'm saying? Because I never sat on the couch for 30 years. You know, and then when she showed me the bathroom, she had left it with somewhere. She come back, I'm in the tub. I haven't been in the
To go
tub.
back, yeah.
I haven't been in the tub for almost 30 years. And I was just sitting there, and I was saying to myself, shoot, I need a cigar now. You know what I mean? That's what I need. A cigar now, because I'm in heaven right now. You know what I mean? So I think that once an individual come home and his family member shows them everything, let them be.
Yeah.
Just let them be for a little while.